Hi there. So, as you know, I'm a big fan of reading. I love reading from just a pure enjoyment, but I also do an awful lot of reading around professional and personal development as well. So today I want to recommend a really good book that I've read. It's called Atomic Habits, and it's by James Clear. Now, it's a multi-million seller, so perhaps a lot of the people watching this may already have read it. If you haven't, though, I would seriously recommend it. It's a really, really good book. Very well written, very easy read, and very, very practical. So essentially, it's about, as the title would suggest, about how you can create better habits in your life to help you to be the kind of person you want to be and to do the things more easily and more effectively that you want to do. So nothing bad there. So one of the key initial points he basically talks about in the book is about identifying with the kind of person that you want to be. So instead of saying, I'm not doing something, it's saying that you are something. So an example he gives in the book is that I don't smoke, as opposed to I'm giving up smoking. So it's a very, very important psychological difference, but it is very, very important. So he basically then breaks the book down into four key areas. So he calls them the four laws as such. And these are the key building blocks that will help you to develop these atomic habits, as he calls them. The first law is about making it attractive. Okay. So again, we are all driven by desire, and desire drives behavior. Okay. And again, it's about being specific. It's that are you going to do the action you're going to do, where you're going to do it, and when you're going to do it. And you're very, very specific about that. He also talks about a concept called habit stacking, whereas when you have one habit in place, you then combine it with another habit, and that kind of supercharges your habits, as it were. And one of the key points that I really loved in the book was around the importance of managing your environment. So if you're trying to lose weight, if you come in and there's a pile of cookies on a countertop, it's very hard then to rely on your willpower not to eat the cookies. If it's a bowl of apples, it's a much, much different story. So what you're doing is you're managing the environment. The second law then is about making it attractive. So again, it's about pairing something that you want to do with something that you need to do. So that might be if you have to do a task and you're not really wanting to do it, but you like listening to music. If you can, put on some music and complete the task while listening to music. And that can be really, really good. And it's around then about managing your tribe, as it were, the people you surround yourself with. So again, if you're trying to get fitter or you're trying to be more focused in business, surround yourself with people that have a similar focus, and it makes it so much easier. The third law is about making it easy. So it's about breaking it down into simple steps, eliminating steps that don't need to be there, taking away as many obstacles as you can to make it as easy to do the habit as possible. Again, managing the environment is very, very important here. And he discusses the concept of the 2-minute rule. So it's about just doing something for 2 minutes. And if you do it well for 2 minutes, it becomes much, much easier then to extend that habit out into a longer time frame. And finally, then it's about making it satisfying. Okay. So it's important as well that when we complete habits, that we reward ourselves in an appropriate way. So again, that's creating that motivation and that desire. Another point he says in this chapter, which is really good, is about tracking. So with all performance, it's very, very important that it's tracked in a constructive and in a positive way, because then you can see your progress, or you can see areas that you need to work on. So look, a really good book, really practical, lots of sound advice, and I'd highly recommend it. In addition to the book, he also does a weekly email that he sends out. It's one of the few emails that I would read on a regular basis. We all get absolutely bombarded with so much stuff, but it's simple, it's practical, and it's always good and thought-provoking. So highly recommend that as a good read. Atomic Habits by James Clear. Well worth checking out. Hope that helps.